Welcome everyone to the third annual Multicultural and Engineering and STEM Dinner. Thank you all for being here and showing your support. For those of you who have not met me yet, my name is Kenneth Park and I am a junior with a double major in psychology and computer science. I'm also the co-chair for the Korean Student Association on SU, as well as an assistant for the Diversity and Inclusion Center. Once again, thank you all for being here and showing your support. This dinner is made possible through the School of Engineering, College of Arts and Sciences, Office of Multicultural Learning, Rainbow Resource Center, Inclusive Excellence Division, LEAD, the Sioka Center, and the Ideas Coalition, as well as Ricky for guiding this. This dinner is to show that you are not alone, and there are people like you going through the same struggles and the same experiences. We are here tonight to celebrate you. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've made it, and take pride in that fact. Without further ado, please welcome our first opening speaker, Kayla Zapata, representing SHPE.
Hi everyone, my name is Kayla Zapata. Thank you all for coming. I'm a third-year civil engineering student here at SCU, and in addition to serving as one of this year's co-presidents for SHPE, Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, I also hold the role of communication coordinator for AACE, American Society of Civil Engineers, and serve as the co-lead for Ideas Coalition. Being a first-generation Latina in STEM at SU has been quite a journey. Santa Clara is a predominantly white institution, so transitioning from a place where minorities are the majority to a place that it's complete opposite has been a very big adjustment for me. It was a substantial culture shock, and I honestly struggled with fitting in during my first year here. I felt isolated, and I battled a lot with imposter syndrome, and I just felt like I lacked a safe space on this campus. It wasn't until I started putting myself out there a little bit more that I found and discovered my community. Having a community and a safe space where I feel welcomed and heard is crucial for my academic and professional growth. SHPE was the very first club I joined, and I immediately felt supported. This organization is not only a place for professional development, but also a place where you can make friends, connect with others, and find a support system filled with people who have faced similar experiences and have a similar background with you to support you as an individual. SHPE to me has helped me so much throughout my past few years, and it has been my home away from home. I have been actively engaged within SHPE since my freshman year and have held a leadership position for the past year and a half. Throughout the various meetings and events that SHPE has organized, I have witnessed the positive impact this organization has on others. There are several individuals on our campus who feel excluded and isolated. SHPE has played a crucial role in bringing people together and creating a supportive community, not just for Latinas in STEM, but for a diverse range of students. SHPE hosts a wide array of events, including professional, social, and academic activities, all designed to assist students in various aspects of their college journey. We take pride in fostering a welcoming and inclusive environment, ready to support anyone in any way possible. We have programs within SHPE, such as our mentorship program and SHPE. Our mentorship program is tailored to help underclassmen navigate their initial years of college, while SHPE offers dedicated support and a safe space for Latina students in SHPE. We hold weekly meetings every Monday at 7:30 p.m., PDT in SKD 2302, and we extend a warm welcome to anyone interested in joining. I thank you all so much for coming and hearing me out, and I hope to see you all at future SHPE events.
Thank you. Next we have Izzy Perez representing SWE, the Society of Women Engineers.
Hi everybody, my name is Izzy Perez. I'm a sophomore in computer science and engineering, and I'm from Boise, Idaho. I just wanted to highlight where I'm from for a second. Idaho is a pretty isolated state. I wasn't exposed to much diversity growing up, and it took me until I got to Santa Clara to kind of reflect and realize that. I was the only colored girl in most of my classes growing up in high school. And after I got to Santa Clara, I immediately felt like I had a safe circle and that I had a big community that I could relate to. I found Santa Clara diverse in a really positive way through Society of Women Engineers. That was sweet. Through this group of women, I really felt like I could have a really strong support system. And even after I failed tests or I felt really defeated, they always encouraged me and told me, like, just keep going, you've got it. And without that, I definitely wouldn't be in my major. So I'm really grateful that Santa Clara brought me this community. And in addition to Santa Clara revealing like this diversity aspect to me, it also brought me closer to my Cuban roots. I grew up without my biological father, and I never really got exposure to Hispanics or like Cuban culture in general or any communities in Idaho. And so when I got to Santa Clara, I met multiple individuals that had incredible backgrounds and stories. And that really inspired me to start to uncover my identity and my culture of Cuban roots. And I started to actually develop a goal for myself that I didn't want to just get this engineering degree for myself, but also for other girls who had similar stories like mine and other Cubans who wanted to receive an engineering degree. And then I made a goal that I wanted to eventually visit Cuba one day. And I have 2 half-siblings that live there that I've never met. And so I want to go back. I want to understand the culture better. I want to meet my family. And I also want to help prioritize technology progress within this country. And so overall, I wanted to speak tonight to show my appreciation, not towards just Santa Clara, but towards Society of Women Engineers, who's really helped me feel like I can do this and achieve this major. And I also wanted to show my appreciation to the school that helped me open my eyes to other cultures and other individuals who had similar stories to mine. So I hope you all encounter more diverse communities, and thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Rana Altay from Ingenium, the PhD student organization in the School of Engineering.
Hello everyone, good evening, and thank you for joining us today to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our STEM community. My name is Rana Altay. I'm a second-year PhD student in Mechanical Engineering program and a proud board member of the Ingenium PhD Club, which we established in School of Engineering just a year ago. Ingenium PhD Club was founded with the vision of fostering collaboration, innovation, and a sense of belonging among our diverse group of aspiring engineers and PhD students. We wanted to create a vibrant community where students from different backgrounds and cultures could come together to support, share, and make lifelong connections. Today I'm delighted to say that we have come a long way in realizing that vision. None of this would have been possible without the tireless dedication and hard work of our incredible board members, which are sitting just over there. Thank you so much. I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of them for their commitment and passion for making Ingenium a thriving and inclusive community. I must also extend my appreciation to our faculty advisor, Dr. Shobha Krishnan, whose guidance and support have been instrumental in shaping Ingenium into what it is today. Her mentorship and tireless efforts have been a driving force behind our success, and for that we are truly grateful. In closing, I would like to leave you with a quote from the great scientist Barbara McClintock. If you know you are on the right track, if you have this inner knowledge, then nobody can turn you off, no matter what they say. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Dana Johnson representing NSBE, the National Society for Black Engineers.
Hey everyone, my name is Dana Johnson and I'm a junior. I'm a civil engineering major and a Spanish minor, and I'm a member of Engineers Without Borders and American Society of Civil Engineers, but most important to me, I am the president of our NSBE chapter here at SU. And the mission statement of NSBE, or National Society of Black Engineers, is to increase the number of culturally responsible Black engineers who excel academically, succeed professionally, and positively impact the community. I'm very fortunate to have come from a family that has always been very supportive of my academic endeavors. My family, among many of yours in this room, have overcome generations of barriers and challenges, all leading me to be able to speak in front of you guys today. When you're a Black woman in higher education, engineering, and leadership, it gets kind of lonely sometimes. But despite my love for education and really believing in my future, I often find myself in deep isolated thoughts in comparison with my classmates or just blatant belittling comments from peers and educators growing up. I feel like I should give these opportunities if I can see what the reason I'm here. A fellow civil engineering major invited me to come to NSBE the first week at SU. She was the first example I ever had of someone that looked like me doing what I wanted to do, what I dreamed about, but really doubt it was possible. That's why multicultural organizations are really important. There is a community for you, and there is no student of color that should doubt their ability to pursue engineering because of their background. Without that invite, I'm not sure I would have been able to achieve half as much as I've been able to at SU. My involvement in NSBE is truly driven by the idea that every Black engineer deserves to have a familiar community on campus that they can connect with and rely on. Thank you to everyone that was a part of organizing this event, and it's important that we celebrate every opportunity that we have to just celebrate all the diversity that we have in engineering. But I always gotta plug NSBE, so we have meeting on Sundays, 7:15, 1:35, right after this, so tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Fatima Mercado Luevano, sorry if I butchered your name, representing SACNAS, Society of Advancement of Chicanos, Hispanics, and Native Americans in Science.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Fatima. I am a senior biology major, bioengineering minor. I am a lead scholar. I work in the Beaton Lab and I'm involved in the Ideas Coalition. As a first generation Latina student in STEM, I find it really significant to have these types of celebrations where we're acknowledging diversity and multiculturalism within our STEM community. It's really refreshing to see an event organized like this by the schools because it shows their commitment to inclusivity and opening up spaces where we can not only listen to diverse voices but also celebrate them. It's a little bit of a relief from students having to forge these spaces for themselves. But speaking of student-led initiatives, I am working on bringing a SACNAS chapter to SU. SACNAS is a national organization with lots of chapters across the nation, plenty of them in the Bay Area, and they're all dedicated to supporting underrepresented students in STEM. So having a chapter here can bring that support closer to home. We would like to create a community for students, science students that is supportive so that we can acknowledge and share and celebrate all of our achievements. We would like to offer opportunities in community outreach and mentorship and career development. So if you are interested in being a founding member, please feel free to reach out. We have lots of leadership opportunities, and together we can work to build a stronger, diverse, and inclusive community at Santa Clara University.
Thank you. Next, from the Office of Multicultural Learning and Rainbow Resource Center, we have Perez and Bernell Nevil. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Chris Harris. Pronouns are he and his. And this is Bernell Nevil, who is serving as one of our associate directors, and I'll give him a brief opportunity to introduce himself.
Hello everyone, Bernell, as Chris said, he, him pronouns, as well as Associate Director in all Multicultural Resource Center. Super excited to be here. It's an awesome room. I'm just sitting here listening to the speeches, being so inspired, remembering how my parents tried to get me to go engineering. I was like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm not smart enough. But thank you for thinking and trying, though.
And I completely second just like the beauty in this room. And take a quick moment to look around. We have undergrads, we have grad students, we have students literally from all over the world in this space. And being able to look at how this room is so beautifully colorful and diverse is fantastic. And we just also want to make sure that you all feel very much supported in all of your accomplishments and all of your endeavors on being a campus. So huge kudos to everyone who got a hand in planning this event and this dinner. Please enjoy the meal and also enjoy the hats because Mel, RC wanted to make sure that they look good for you all. But again, just please believe and remember that there are lots of people, staff, faculty, and other students who really want to support you all on campus. If you're looking for opportunities to get involved, we have student clubs and organizations. We have opportunities through Office of Multicultural Learning and the Rainbow Resource Center. So continue to move forward in your own pursuit of excellence, and remember that there are people and places around campus that you can feel supported, you can feel yourself, and contribute to the overall campus climate that we have in Santa Clara. So thank you, enjoy the meal.
And hopefully you're not strangers, not the last time you'll see us. Feel free to stop by our office. OML is located at 832 Market Street, just behind Swig Residence Hall across the street near the Wellness Center. Remember, Resource Center is located in the low level of Benson, room 11. Happy to hold space to you all and have anything you need in terms of identity, social justice. We are here for you. So let us know how we can be a resource for you.
There you go. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next, from the Inclusive Excellence Division, we have Ray Plaza.
Good evening, everyone. Hope week 6 is going well. But before I start, I just want to acknowledge the heaviness. You know, if we're following the news, you know, there's a lot of stuff happening in the world around us, and I just want to acknowledge that because we're all impacted in different ways by what's taking place in Israel and Palestine and everywhere else in our community. So I just want to name it because I know that we're feeling it, especially as we're going through week 6, midterms, getting ready for finals and those pieces. I'm Dr. Rick Plaza, Senior Director in our Office for Diversity and Inclusion, pronouns he and his, and it's my pleasure to represent the Inclusive Excellence Division. I'm the Vice President for Inclusive Excellence. She could not be here today. She's currently across campus at the Mission Week discussion with Allison Medgar, our Vice President for Mission and Ministry. And so I just want to welcome you today. We're one of the sponsors of this event, so I want to acknowledge Ricky and all the students that put this together, as well as the future dinner celebrations that will be taking place over the course of this term and next year as well. The Inclusive Excellence Division is seeking student representatives, both at the graduate and undergraduate level, to be a part of our Inclusive Excellence councils. If you've been on campus before, you know that we have an Inclusive Excellence Advisory Council that has really made a difference in helping to manage diversity forums and other pieces. This year, we're making that much more widely open, so if you're interested, reach out to Ricky. We're asking each of the schools, each of the vice presidents to nominate interested individuals, as well as through our Inclusive Excellence newsletter, we have solicited open applications as well. So our goal is to have you involved in what we do as an institution moving forward. So enjoy the rest of this evening, and thanks again for all of your efforts. Know that our doors are open, especially in Walsh, if there's anything that you need. So thanks again, everyone.
Thank you. Next, from the School of College of Arts and Sciences, we have Dean Perez.
Good evening. I'm Daniel Press, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. So we have biology, physics, math, and computer science. We have biochemistry. We have biology. I said already, we have environmental science. So we're right there with you in Skitty. I would like you to look around and imagine if this meeting could have happened about 45 years ago when Dean Scott of the School of Engineering and I were undergraduates at UC Davis. We were both undergraduates at UC Davis. We overlapped a little bit. Dean Scott in Ag Engineering, and I was in Fermentation Science, kind of chem engineering, and this sort of meeting could not have happened. So I am so grateful that we are here, that we have reached this point, and that not only are the students here mentors already for other students, but your mentorship is leveraged by the societies, the local chapters of national societies, and also the student clubs that are here. So you're not just mentoring, peer mentoring students coming next, but also when you do that through the national societies and through the clubs, it goes even further. It has greater reach. So that's wonderful. Thank you. I want to thank Ricky for organizing this and for the students helping out. And I hope you have a wonderful time. I'm going to hand it over to Scott.
Hello, welcome. I'm between you and dinner, so I will keep this very short. I'm Ingenium Scott in the School of Engineering, and it's just a pleasure to be here and to see so many people here. And just parting, I want to thank Ricky. I want to thank all the student volunteers that helped make this meal possible, and particularly thank all of you officers of the various clubs and organizations that are here tonight. I think we should give everybody a big round of applause. So, while they're getting dinner ready, one thing I want you all to remember is that we have a lot of problems in this world, major issues such as climate change that really affect the whole planet. And it's going to be up to all of you to find solutions to them. For the scientists to make new discoveries, for the mathematicians to make new algorithms, and for all you engineers, you are the problem solvers. Engineering should be thought of as a profession of service. Your aim is to serve society and the world, to make the world a better place, to build a more just, humane, and sustainable world. So, as you go out to think about it, it is really up to you. We can't solve the problems without your input. So with that, I think dinner's ready. I don't want to be between you and dinner. So thank you very much and enjoy the evening.
Yeah, so dinner is now ready. Please form a line over there for get dinner, and we will begin our panel in about 10 minutes. Thank you. At this time, we're going to begin our panel. Please welcome to the stage Danny Mendoza, Karina Sanchez, and Nevil Simmons.
Yep.
Real quick, we'll go down the line. Why don't you give us a short introduction about who you are?
Starting over there here. Oh man. Who I am? Alright, so my credit card number is... so my name is Danny Mendoza. I graduated my undergrad in 2021. My grad just this past June. Both in electrical engineering. I grew up in Southern California, and I currently work for PG, Pacific Gas and Electric. Don't ask me about your bill.
Hi everyone. My name is Nevil Simmons. I graduated in 2020 with a mechanical engineering degree, and then finished my master's in mechanical engineering this past June. And right now I work at Lockheed Martin in Sunnyvale on a propulsion team.
Hi everyone, my name is Karina Sanchez. I graduated class of
2022, and I studied bioengineering in the medical device track, and I currently work for Johnson & Johnson MedTech.
Awesome. Thank you for your introductions. We'll now begin. I'll now ask you a few questions. The first question is, what is your why? What inspired you to do what you do today and to end up here at SU tonight? Daniel, we'll start with you.
Oh man, okay. All right. So what inspired me to be here tonight is Ricky. Ricky's just to start talking about Ricky a little bit. He's you know, when he came around like, was it 2020? Yeah, 2020. We at in SHIP. I don't know about NSBE and SWE, but there wasn't as direct of a line between our clubs and the university. And Ricky really stepped in and just basically opened himself up to whatever our needs were, what we needed help with, what kind of ideas we had. I think that was my favorite part about Ricky. He just asked us, what ideas do you have? Or he would just bounce ideas off us and ask us if there was a need for it. And I think, especially from the outside looking in, since I haven't been as involved for the past couple of years, I think things have really grown around here. And I just wanted to really appreciate Ricky's impact on the school. So, a little round of applause for Ricky. All right. We can keep chanting, but Ricky's waving me around. Anyways, what's my why? That's hard. I guess right now I'm kind of in a transitional phase with my life. Like I said, I just finished my master's in June. I've been working since 2021, but I get to really focus on what I want now, like what I want to do with my life. And I still don't really know, but I guess my why up until now was I want to be able to work on something that I'm good at and have a positive impact on climate change specifically. Because as a kid, in Southern California, like I said, all those fires as a kid and all the drought and stuff, you kind of come to realize that maybe part of the reason it's only going to get worse. And I knew I liked engineering, and I kind of wanted to focus on a problem and see what I could contribute to it. And that kind of led me to where I'm at. Like I said, I still don't know exactly what I want, but I'm happy that at least I have the opportunity to choose for myself and go in a direction where I can make positive impacts with my own skills. Really vague, but...
Thank you, Derek. My why? I mean, as far as engineering is concerned, I don't really know if I have a why other than I like math and I know I want to make good money out of school, so that's why engineering. But I guess why I don't know. I spent a lot of time here being very involved, working hard, and I think it's because a lot of people invested in me, invested their time, their energy, their resources. Everyone from my mom growing up to anybody who helped me be successful while I was here in Santa Clara. So I feel like I owe it to them to work hard and be well and do good at what I do, whatever I choose to do. So that's my why, I guess. And what brought me here today? I don't know, just trying to give back to the school, give back to engineering students, especially students, Black, brown students, underrepresented students in STEM, because I know what it's like to be, one of you guys sitting in the audience, and I just want to give any wisdom that I can.
I would say the reason why I chose to go into the medical device industry is because I really want to help improve people's lives and their health from like a young age. My grandmother has struggled with a lot of health issues. She's gone from she has diabetes, but she's overcome skin cancer, a lot of stuff like that. So from a young age, I saw how important it is to have innovative technologies for people that really want to, continue to live and fight to live. So yeah, that's my why. And the reason why I'm here today is because, just like my other panel said, I've been in your shoes, and I've had so much support with SHIP, with the LEAD scholar system. I'm a first-gen college student, and that really helped me and supported me to get where I am today. So I just want to give back. I just want to help future students, see where they could be in the future, and just provide that helping hand.
Awesome. Thank you all for sharing. Next question. What does it mean to you to be a part of the underrepresented community in engineering or STEM? And you're sitting next to me, so you get to go first.
I guess on my day-to-day, like when I show up to the office, it means I can crack a joke in Spanish to my coworker and he'll get it, which is pretty crazy. Like, we have a lot of banter in my office, and just having that extra layer of being able to express a different part of myself every day, not just when I get home, not just when I see my family. I think it's really valuable, and I think pursuing that, as a society is really worthwhile because it allows us to open up ourselves more to each other, and I think we'll all be better for it, honestly. That's where I stand on it.
For me, I think it comes down to my drive and, being black and, growing up. I'm from Colorado, went to public school, and then coming out here to California from a private school, or to a private school. It just felt like a whole new world, and the one thing I could hold on to was, being myself and my family and the lessons I learned. So I don't know, I carry that with me in my day-to-day. And, the lessons that I learned growing up, they kind of help keep me focused when there's a lot of distractions. A lot of distractions and a lot of places where you can go wrong. So, remembering, what I was taught and how I grew up, it helps keep me going, helps keep me focused. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, for me, I would say, well, I'm Mexican. I'm also like a child of immigrants. So for me, like I've always grown up seeing my parents kind of put the hard work in so that they can create a better life for me and my siblings. So that kind of motivated me to, keep striving for, breaking glass ceilings and just going as far as I want to go and like accomplish my goals and dreams. So they really inspired me. I also want to say a big thing about Mexican culture is family is everything. And I think that really inspired me to find communities everywhere that I go. So at Santa Clara, I found community with SHIP and with LEAD and with my peers in my program. And that kind of has also pushed me to find community in my workspace, joining the professional SHIP chapter and, kind of connecting with other Latinos in my workplace, just so that we can, connect and, compare. I don't know. Yes.
Thank you. Sorry. For our next question, we'll start with Kayla. How would you say your cultural identity played a role in your upbringing and decisions?
You guys answered the question last. Sorry. I'll answer the second one. What was the second one?
How would you say your cultural identity played a role in your upbringing and decisions?
That's the second question? Sorry.
I could add on to it.
I think that's a good question.
So, in Mexican slang, there's at least 4 ways to say don't give up. Échale ganas, no te rajes, ponte las pilas. Any other ones? Yeah, like, querer poder, si se puede, like, bring that attitude and other attitudes similar to it into SCU and beyond, and just learning other people's attitudes and cultural understandings, and just kind of learning from each other and all that. Like, that's crazy. I don't know about y'all. I think that's crazy. In a good way. Good crazy.
So, repeating the question, how would you say your cultural identity played a role in your upbringing and decisions?
I'd say growing up, I don't know, I think I got more of a bunch of lessons on what not to do rather than what to do growing up. So yeah, I think it's learning from the people around you and learning from others' mistakes to help propel yourself forward. Or at least that's what I took away from my upbringing.
Yeah, I need more on because I like having things on, I guess, instead of starting. I think also like the cultural understanding of, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Sometimes I get the feeling that my life is just the natural conclusion of what my family has done, past generations. Like my abuelito was a farm worker. My dad started as a painter, and kind of made his way up the facilities department. And of course, I'm going to be the result of that, and you never see yourself as a single, isolated thing. Like, you connect yourself back to the people who made you possible. And I think bringing that understanding into my life, having that in my upbringing, I feel like it's always helped me feel more connected and maybe a little bit more grateful too. If things don't go my way, not only do I feel like I've already been blessed, but also I have this community to fall back on, like what Carl was saying, and that always warms my heart when things are a little tough.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Both of my parents are actually immigrants from Korea, so I definitely understand like standing on the backs of giants and stuff. All right. So our next question: what challenges have you faced? What challenges do you still face, and how are you overcoming them?
You can go start. Okay. What challenges do I still face? I would say asking for help. I struggle a lot with imposter syndrome, even at my job. It's still like my first years as an entry-level worker, so a lot of the job is learning. So every day is a challenge and something that I'm learning new every day. So there's some times where I just want to figure it out so I don't have to bother people, or I don't feel like I'm asking stupid questions. But really the best way to get help is to ask for help and not be afraid of it. These mentors, people on your team, really they'll understand that you're learning and that they will be more than willing to help you. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I've definitely felt imposter syndrome. Even now, I've been working for a little over 3 years at my job, and I still make mistakes here and there. I still get things wrong. And on days when I mess a lot of stuff up, I question, if I'm even meant to be where I am, if I'm meant to have the job that I have. But I mean, I think those struggles are a part of the journey. And even when you leave school, you're still going to be learning. You're going to learn every day at your job or whatever you do next. Similar to what Karina said. So if you ever feel like you're not meant to be doing what you're doing just because, you do bad on a test or a quiz or something, just know, one quiz, one test, one mess up isn't going to define you in your journey. It's really how you handle it, how you take it in stride.
I think one thing I'm challenged with right now is kind of lack of direction with, like I mentioned, like what I want to do. Because another part of pursuing engineering, it's so challenging, and then when you get there, like, what's next? You know, I'm really, like I mentioned, I feel really blessed, really lucky to be where I'm at, to get to choose what I want to do. But I don't know. I don't really know. And I also like can have like an air of cynicism like in my mind. Like Ray mentioned, there's a lot of darkness going on in the world, and I feel like at a place like Santa Clara University, you know, we're really taught to be as aware of it as we can, really see the challenges of the world. And at least personally for me, it weighs on me. It makes me feel a little less hopeful for the future. And that's part of the reason why I don't know which way to go, because I don't know what's viable. I don't know what's feasible for me or for everybody else. That challenge is still unsolved, but I think at the end of the day, we're lucky to be able to feel other people's suffering and consider it, and it's up to us to figure out what to do with it. That's really, I don't know if I call it a privileged position to be in. Yeah. I mean, obviously privileged to not have to go through that suffering yourself, but then to be aware of it. But part of being an engineer, if you're gonna be a problem solver, you gotta know the problems, right? So.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And our next question actually builds on top of that. So one of the ways like everyone likes to deal with problems is by having a good support system. And so what was some of your biggest support systems like now and while you were at SU?
I'll go first. At SU, it was definitely being a part of NSBE. NSBE was great to me. Gave me a lot of opportunities and helped me establish community within engineering. And there was also the Lead Scholars Program. That was really big for me, especially transitioning to school. And yeah, so in school, those were my biggest support systems. And now, it's a combination. You know, you have friends from school, so kind of standing off of Santa Clara, friends from home or wherever you come from, and your family, or at least my family, a little bit. But yeah, I think when you leave school, or the thing about school and being here that's great is that you have this community around you, you know, your groups, your friends, your dorms, if you're living on a campus or your apartment, whatever. You're always around people, you always have a sense of community. When you finish, that community, it's not that it disappears, it just isn't as clear and it isn't as available and easy to access. So I think what would help everyone is just while you're here, meet as many people as you can, branch off, you know, form relationships with as many people as you can, because you never know what it's going to look like after school and who can help you down the road.
Yeah, just like Nevil said, a lot of my support system at Santa Clara was Lead and SHPE. Again, I've kept in touch with a lot of engineering peers since college, since graduating, and they've also, you know, been struggling just as much as I have in their positions, and so it's been good to like kind of, you know, talk about it with them, and just feel that connection. And yeah, I'd also say my family is a big support system as well. They've always supported me, and it's really what keeps me going.
Yeah, I'm a big shout out SHPE. I wouldn't be where I'm at without SHPE. Two examples. When I was a sophomore, my family and I had a really difficult time paying tuition that year, and I started going to SHPE meetings. My first year, I was too nervous. Just want to hang with my friends. And that's it. But then sophomore year, I kind of branched out, like Nevil said. It's probably because Nevil was my CF at the time, so without realizing it, he probably told me to do that. And I found out that there was this scholarship that it was like the it was the Venus Technology Scholarship. I don't know if anyone else has applied for that or gotten it, but I was completely unaware of it. And because I went to a shitty meeting, they said like, "Hey guys, like the foundation that funds this scholarship is asking for applicants. Like, you guys, like this is a good opportunity." Because of that, I was able to afford my sophomore year and keep going. Another example is more through SHPE's regional team and also the national team. I went to this, it was like a mock interview, resume review kind of thing with the regional group. So it was in San Francisco, and these people, I told them that, hey, I kind of want to work in the power industry. And these two people at DCI and Vincent both said, like, oh, you should go to PG. And they basically just took me under their wing and supported me, like connected me to other people. Like, I remember when I was actually ready to start applying for jobs and PG, I talked to them and said, hey guys, like, who should I talk to? Like, there's this job looks pretty good. Like, do you guys know anyone who does that job? And they were able to connect me. I talked to that person. They basically told me what the job is, what they're looking for. It just prepared me. And then when I needed references, I just knew this group of people, a generation ahead of me. Because one thing is having a community of people who support you on your day-to-day, helping you with homework, connecting you to resources on campus. But then there's another level of people who went through it years before you did and kind of see themselves in you and want to support you. And that's like a whole different kind of support, and it'll move mountains for you, honestly.
Yeah, definitely feel like meeting with communities and having a messaging support system. Like, I joined, like for me anyways, I joined the Korean Student Association my freshman year because I was like, damn, I was lonely on campus. So, and for me that's been like my biggest thing, but also like lead. And I know SHPE has a lot of meetings in the disc center because I'm working during those meetings. I see a lot of them, so I know there's a lot of people there like who treat it as their very own special community. Next question. What would you like to see done differently at SU, the community and your industry, for the underrepresented communities in engineering or STEM? More specifically, like, how do you think SU can better support underrepresented students in STEM and engineering moving forward?
It's tough. I've been out of it for so long.
Yeah. I would say, I think a better way that SU can support underrepresented students would definitely be creating an easier way to connect with alumni or just people that have are working in the industry that you want to work in, because I remember from my experience being in school, I was very focused on just, finishing my classes. I didn't really understand, what the next part after graduation would look like. So I did do some informational interviews with like some alumni that I met through like SHPE networking nights, and that really did help me understand, like, okay, I get a little better understanding of what kind of like role positions are within the medical device industry, what kind of paths I can go into, and also just like get advice on like how to answer questions in interviews, like get help on your resume. That was very, very helpful, but that was, something that I had to seek on my own, or like through support from like SHPE. But I wish there was an easier way for us to be like, oh, here's all the alumni working in these fields, and this is how you can connect with them.
Yeah, I definitely think connecting students with alumni is really big. Talking with Ricky earlier, I just remember there's a mentorship program with alumni, or a mentorship initiative, which I think is really cool. But yeah, exposure. The exposure can be such a big thing. Because kind of like Rana said, I mean, you're in school, you're focused on your own bubble, but there's more than school after this. And it's hard to see it when you're in school and focus on your next test or next homework assignment or whatever. But there's a much bigger picture as far as your life or your career or whatever you're going to do after Santa Clara. So I think connecting with alumni is big. I think it can be each individual group within the School of Engineering can help support that. I don't know if you guys keep like alumni databases. I think when I was an undergrad still, I don't think NSBE had one yet. So if there's not an alumni database, make an alumni database and keep it going and keep in contact with alumni, just because there's so much wisdom and knowledge that just gets lost when people go and graduate and start their careers. And it's not that people aren't willing to give back, send an email. Most people are friendly, responsive, but it's just, having the initiative and the contact really to do it. So.
Stepping a little bit more broadly into that question where you mentioned industry, I think, this is how I stand on it, I think there should be more acceptance for people in our field in STEM to be in unions. I think you guys have probably seen in the news the kind of power that an organization like that can yield. I know John's laughing right now. That's good. But, one thing is connecting with people to get into a company to work for the company. Another is connect with the people that are there once you're in and getting the company to work for you. Because like I said, we're working so hard to get this engineering degree, working so hard to get a job to use it with. But like where I'm at right now, what's next? Luckily for me, I am in a unionized engineering position, and it's very clear what my job is, what my role is, what management can or can't do to me. And I just encourage you that when you cross that finish line and don't know what's next, and if you ever feel like, man, this job isn't as good, as being an engineer isn't as good as I thought it was going to be, being in STEM isn't as good as I thought it was going to be, I would just say turn around and talk to your coworkers and figure out what the issues are, what issues you guys have in common, and look into the potential for, getting together and making that company work for you. Because if you're going to go the rest of your life after engineering school kind of feeling like any other worker, trampled on, taken advantage of. And I'm not saying that's the case for everybody. Isn't the case for me a lot of times, but I see it. I see people in a lot of these tech companies feeling like they're taken advantage of. I would just say consider that as an option. Like, I know a lot of engineers in STEM majors make decent money, but that's no reason to not get more out of your employment as well. Like, it's going to be the rest of your life, at least until you retire. So make it work for you. That's all I'm going to say.
Awesome. Thank you all for such a meaningful conversation. Before I have you give your closing remarks, just one quick question, just for funsies, since we have time. What's your favorite ice cream flavor, and why is it mint chocolate chip ice cream?
It is not mint chocolate chip ice cream. Yo, pistachio gelato. It's the best. I could not stop eating once I discovered it. I couldn't go back.
I mess with pistachio. It's my favorite though. I'd say it's pecan.
Okay, that bangs too.
Yeah, like butter pecan ice cream. Slaps.
Yeah.
That was going to be my answer after chocolate chip. But, yeah.
So basically, what you're hearing is once you become an alumni, you only like nut-flavored ice creams.
Awesome. Thank you guys for sharing. Real quick, could I have you all give your closing remarks? Benny, we'll start with you.
Oh, man. That's tough. I think really sit and think about what you want to do. I guess the common theme of what I've been saying is really think about what you want to do with the degree you're pursuing, how you're going to make that degree work for you and getting the life that you want. You know, you're working so hard for it. Don't let someone make it work for them.
I would say, I mean, exactly what Dan said, but also, I think, you know, as you're going through this and you're so focused and you're working hard, don't forget to give yourself some appreciation and give yourself kudos because you're doing something that isn't easy. You're working hard, you're staying up late, you're stressing, struggling to, you know, keep your grades up, learn material, whatever it is. So, you know, make sure you're taking some time every now and then to give yourself praise, and instill confidence in yourself. You know, even if you question, you know, how good you are at engineering, or if you're, you know, meant to do it or smart enough, quote unquote. You know, instill confidence in yourself and believe in yourself because you're always going to be your biggest advocate. Yeah, especially after you leave this very supportive bubble on campus, you know, you're gonna be your biggest advocate down the road. So yeah, I say keep that in mind.
Yeah. For me, it would be, once again, like, ask for help, like, just like Luevano said, you're your own advocate, so don't be afraid to, you know, ask for what you want, for what you need. One of those things being, you know, finding your community, finding your support system, because, again, just like what you said, like, SU is a really great place where you can get that support, but later on, it is a bit harder, so I think it's really important to find that community so that you're able to be empowered and inspired to keep going. Every day is a challenge, but you guys already have made it so far just by, you know, getting through your classes. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, you guys got this.
Awesome. A big round of applause to our panelists for taking time out of their schedule to join us. We hope that you have learned or like take away something from this conversation, and you can walk out today knowing that you're not alone and that there are people around you who are willing to support you and be with you. On your way out, over in the back, my coworker is holding a QR sign, and over there as well, there's it's the same QR code. Please fill that out on your way out. It's just like a quick feedback survey on how we did. Awesome. Thank you guys all for coming.
Please get more food, make food.